Looks like it's Aftershock is what their uniforms say. So that's what I'll be referring to them as for the remainder of this game. Aftershock. So it's Prolink versus Aftershock today. I'll be back in a few minutes once the game starts. They're already trying to kill my camera, folks. Be doing the best I can. It's a bit tight here. It's also very, very, very loud. May have to stand here right next to the camera the entire game just to keep it safe. It's dangerous over here. All right, folks, it's game time. Let's cheer on those girls.
Let's go! Here we go, Prolink!
And we are cheering them on, ready to play. Let's enjoy some volleyball. That's right, folks. You could have been anywhere in the world today, but instead you're here at the Georgia World Congress Center in Atlanta, Georgia, watching Prolink take on Aftershock. Number 62, my favorite, one you can see clear as day as the team huddles, talks, cheers each other on, gets some coaching, might be saying some prayers, not sure, but they're ready. All right, your starting lineup. In the front row, we have Reagan, number 1, Piper, number 62, Alara, number 9. In the back row, we have Lexi, number 26, Carly, number 32, and Oriana, number 23. So again, in the front row, you have Piper, Reagan, Alara. In the back row, now this order makes more sense to me, you have Oriana, Carly, and Lexi. Aftershock to serve. Ball incoming. She's like, I am not putting my phone down, folks. All right. And we are underway. There's the serve. Handled right immediately by Lexi. Lexi to Alara. Alara to Carly, who does a jump spike. That was beautiful. Aftershock handles it. They return it, though, sending it right to Oriana. Oriana to Alara. Alara to Reagan. Oh! Unfortunately, Reagan jumped a little early, or the ball was a little late. Either way, that one went into the net. 0-1. Here we go again. Aftershock with the serve. Lexi handles it. That goes to Alara. Alara to Reagan. Reagan with a powerful spike. Ooh, unfortunately a little deep. All right, let's get that ball back. Or get that ball for the first time, really. And the serve. Right back to Lexi, who's there. Alara ready to handle it as it comes over, and then Piper calls for it, sends it over the net. Here comes the return. Carly right there sends it high. Oriana sends it high, and Alara ready to handle that. Looking good today. All right, here comes the return. Carly there again. Oriana with the save again, and Alara to put it right back over towards the corner. Aftershock ready. Oh, good play by Lexi. Good dive by Carly. That was the right call, folks. Just couldn't quite get there. All right, Lexi and Sai substituting out. There's the serve. Right at Sai, who sends it sky high. Ooh, unfortunately, 11 gets up and gets the kill as she pushes it right back into the hole. 14 now, has gotten 4 in a row. There's the serve, this time to Carly. Carly to Alara. Alara sends it to the outside for Reagan, who's ready, and sends it. She touched it, and that's in. That is a Prolink point. All right, that's what we needed. That gets us the ball for the first time this set. Alara is closest to me. I'm gonna quiet down a little bit. We have a substitution. Olivia for Oriana. Sorry, I had the C there. So now in the front we have Piper, Reagan, and Olivia. Over on the side there we have Sai and Carly. Alara with the first serve towards the edge. Is it in? No, unfortunately it's not. That was close. If that had caught the line, that would have been beautiful. All right, number 7 for Aftershock, the serve. There's the serve right at Reagan. Reagan stuck between positions, couldn't quite get there. Always a challenging position to be in. Aftershock playing well this morning. All right, here comes your next serve. There's your serve. Right at Sai. She handles that perfectly. Alara is there, sends it straight up for Sai to put it back over the net. Aftershock going to their outside hitter who hits it way long. Oh! Carly tried to pull her hand back in, couldn't quite pull it back in fast enough, but she definitely tried. All right, here we go. Number 7, there's the serve. Reagan handles it, unfortunately handles it, and it bounces off behind and to the left. We're having a little bit of trouble. We got a timeout Cajun. This timeout's going to be all about recentering the girls. It's going to be about recentering the girls, talking about some fundamentals. You can see him talking about how you have to hit the ball. One of the Instagram videos I saw recently, thanks to my Instagram feed being filled with volleyball now, is that the idea here with a bump is you're lifting a cake. So the goal is to not move your arms up and down, because then the cake will topple off over. It should be your whole body going up and down. That way you can keep the cake even. That seemed to be kind of what Coach Cajun was saying over there. All right, we're back now. That's going to be way long. And as expected, it was. And that is a Prolink point. All right, Reagan's right in front of me, so I got to be quiet. I'll move out of her way so she can serve. Here we go. Beautiful serve cross court. Oh, they are able to handle it, though. But Carly's right there, and she pushes it over. Unfortunately, she pushed it over and out of bounds. That makes the score 2-9. Aftershock starting to take a pretty commanding lead here. The line refs having some conversations about challenging. Not sure what's going on there. You can see the scorekeepers having an in-depth discussion as the main ref up there is kind of staring at him like, what is going on? Well, we may have people out of position, invalid rotation. Something along those lines is what it's starting to look like. He was looking the entire time at Prolink. So if there is a misstep, I'm going to say it's probably on the Prolink side. We'll find out just a minute. All right, nothing happening. 11 serves. That's going to be far and wide. How big's the court? Not that big. That ball is out and wide. All right, we have a substitution-ish going on. All right, Piper's out, Lexi's in. So we have Sai serving right here next to me. So I'm going to quiet down for just a minute. There's Sai with a beautiful jump serve. Clears the net. That's an ace! Fantastic serve by Sai. All right, so in right now we have Sai, Reagan, Alara, Lexi, Carly, and Olivia. There's her next serve. That one goes a little bit longer. They are able to handle it this time, though. Carly's right there to handle a return. Goes to Alara, back over to Carly, who tips it over. 18's waiting for it, though. There's the spike. But how high's that net? Too high. That's another Prolink point, 5-9. All right, here we go again. Beautiful serve from Sai. Sai's right there. Oh, they do handle it, though. That's coming back over the net. Reagan's there to handle it, though. To Alara. Alara sets to the inside for Olivia, and they can't handle that. Olivia, what? Pretty sure they didn't handle that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hit the floor. Apparently, I'm either going crazy or blind. All right, number 6 serves. Reagan handles it. She sends it right back over. 13 sends it back over to us, so Carly sets it. Alara's there, back to Carly, who does a great job. Adjusts mid-flight in that and gets the kill. That's going to give Olivia the chance to serve. Olivia also right here with the camera. So I'll quiet down for just a minute. All right, beautiful serve cross court. 27 does handle it, though. All right, here we go again. Over the bump. Olivia's there to save it. Alara sends it over to Carly. Carly's there with a hard spike all the way across the court. That was a beautiful kill. That is a highlight reel ESPN-worthy moment right there. Fantastic job. All right, Olivia to serve again. She serves, clears it. 27 does handle it. To 14, to 2, who sends it. 15 makes the decision. Alara's there with the save, and Reagan sends it over. Another great play. Prolink right there. Push over, 21. Pops it up to Reagan, who gives it to Carly. Carly, oh, and Carly at the last minute changed between a hard hit and a soft hit, and that ended up causing her to miss it altogether. All right, we're getting things in order. We also have a substitution. So we have Oriana in now for Olivia, and then we have Carly, Sai, Reagan, Lexi, and Alara as they work through. There's the serve. Reagan handles it. She gives it to Alara. Alara gives it to the outside for Carly, who's there, and they block it, but it doesn't matter because that was powerful enough that even with the block, they couldn't handle it. Carly gets the kill. Carly gets the serve now. She's going to put that power to good use. She's looking down, making sure people are ready, seeing where they're at. Ref says we're good to go. There's the serve. Beautiful. 20 cannot handle it. That's an ace. 1, 2, 3, 4. Touch the floor. That was in that really difficult position for 20. Is it too high, too low? What do I hit it with? Carly goes again. Going back towards that. Too long, unfortunately. A little too powerful. Ends up going out the back of the court. Number 1 for Aftershock to go. Score is currently 9 Prolink, 12 Aftershock. Sai handles it, sends it over. 26 Lexi with the diving attempt to get there. Can't quite make it though. Good effort. 9-13. Number 1 serves. Sends it hard right at Carly. Carly pops it to Sai. Sai moves it forward to Reagan, who puts it over the net. Here comes the set there. Inside hitter. Carly gets there. Oh, unfortunately, the chairs stopped Oriana from getting there. I think she'd have made it otherwise. Got to teach those parents to dive out of the way. All right, here we go. Number 1 to serve again. 9-14. This time picks Reagan. Reagan receives the ball. Alara sends it, gives it back to Reagan. Reagan hits it hard. That's 3, 4 hits. Oh, apparently not. One of those must have been considered a block. Lexi's right there. Outside hitter hits it hard, but Oriana's there to Alara. Alara gives it to Reagan, who spikes it again. This time they're ready for it, though. They set. They go to their outside hitter, who barely hits it. Carly dive attempt. Can't quite get there to keep that ball moving forward, but wow, was she there. Good effort by all of the girls involved there. 9-15, there's the serve. Oriana pops it nice and easy. Alara is there to give it to Reagan. Reagan spikes it hard, and they cannot handle that. She gets the kill. Ooh, a hard-fought game right now, folks. 10-15. All right, Lexi's going to be serving for us. Lexi serving this time from center court. Middle, if you will. There's the serve. Nice, beautiful serve. Handled, though. Piper gets up there to get the block. I don't know if they didn't make it over or if Piper got the block, but either way, we're taking it. That's 11-15. Lexi to serve again from midcourt. There's the serve. Looking good. 20 pops it. Oh, that's out of it. That's not going to work. That is another Prolink point due to the tip. In your front row for Prolink right now, you have Piper, Reagan, and Alara. In the back, you have Oriana, Carly, and Lexi again serving from middle. There she is. Beautiful hard hit. 21 does handle it, though. This ball's coming back our direction, but barely. Lexi's there. To Alara. Alara to Piper. Piper sends it towards the back. We're going to do it again. Here we come. But Lexi's right there again to Alara. Alara gives it to Piper. Piper gets the kill! Piper pushes that right in where they're not, getting the kill. All right, 13-15. Lexi ready to serve again. Beautiful serve. Oh, they do manage to handle it. Piper tries. Alara kicks it up. Oriana sends it over. Good teamwork by the team there. All right, we got a hard hit. Carly's there. Oriana for the second one. And Carly more worried about getting Oriana out of the way, I think, on that one. You could see it on her face that she knew. But that's all right. That is all right. All right, 13-16. So the last time Prolink played Aftershock, if I remember correctly, they got stomped. Oriana to Piper. To Reagan to put it over. Good thing Piper was looking. She turned around the last minute and realized no one was going to be there. That is long. O-U-T-O. Meanwhile, I'm protecting my camera from behind, from front, from every direction. All right. Alara to serve. She's probably halfway between center and close to me. Here comes the serve. Beautiful serve. All right, we're up and at him. We're now in play. Here comes the hard spike, and that's going to be long. Absolutely. Alara's going to get the serve this again. You have Lexi and Carly over there on the left. In the middle, you have Piper, Reagan, and Olivia. Another serve. Ooh, so close. If that net was just maybe 3 inches shorter, 2 inches shorter, that would have cleared easily. 15-17. Crowd calling, get that ball back. There's the serve. Lexi handles it vertically. Alara is right there who gives it to Olivia. Olivia spikes it. They're able to handle it just barely. Number 11 hits it, but it is wide. All right, Reagan's going to get the serve on this one. 16-17. Reagan serves beautifully. Oh, diving save by 14. Gets there just barely. Reagan gets the ball back on the return. Alara's going to set it, and Piper's right there to tip it over. Hard spike, but Reagan's there. Alara gives it to the outside for Carly. Carly finds the hole and gets the kill. Great play, and now the girls on the sideline doing the worm. Reagan the serve again. Outside hit. They can't handle it. That's an ace. And you see Coach Cajun so very happy for the first time Prolink has taken the lead in this game, 18-17. Reagan going to the other side now with the court. Sends it in. They do handle it. Outside hitter's going to go for it. Reagan smartly lets it pass. That ball is O-U-T out. That's a timeout now. Aftershock, as they need a moment to get alignment on what things are doing and how things are going. This one's going to be about Coach Cajun trying to keep the team energized, keep them moving, and not let this timeout ruin the momentum that has turned towards Prolink right now. You can see as Aftershock comes back onto the court, they're looking a little defeated. If Reagan can get another point right here on this serve, I think there's a chance this could be the nail in their coffin for this first set. There's the serve cross court. They do handle it. Let's see if we can get the point anyway. Reagan's there with the save to Alara. Alara gives it to Olivia from behind. Olivia spikes it. They handled the spike. We're getting ready to not get a return, as that ball found the hole between them in no man's land where nobody wanted it. All right, Reagan going on the far side of the court for this serve now. Cross court, hits it to one, pops it up. They are able to handle it. Reagan and Lexi both undecided on who was going to take that. Resulted in kind of neither of them taking it. All right, your front row right now is Alara, Olivia, and Piper on the far right. And then Carly, Lexi, Reagan. Lexi does a great job handling it. Neither Piper nor Olivia got there in time. 20-19. Get that ball back. Number 11 to serve. There's the service. Reagan handles it beautifully, but there's now a ball on the court. All right, we're going to do that one all over again. The warm-up behind us is just not doing so great keeping the balls on their court. There's the serve. Carly's there this time. To Alara, who gives it back to Carly for the touch spike. Oh, a little bit of luck. Aftershock handles it, but Reagan's ready this time. Alara gives it to Piper. Piper pushes it over. They handle it. They're going to their outside hitter. But how high is that net, folks? Say it with me now. Too high. 21-19, Prolink. All right. Maya and Piper swapping. Maya gets to serve. All right. Maya with the serve. All right, 22 handles it. They're going to the outside. They go across court, but Maya's there. Alara's there. Carly with the spike. All the way in. Oh, unfortunately, just a hint too far. Good play. All right, so your back row now is Carly, Reagan, Maya from left to right, and Lexi, Alara, Olivia in the front. There's the serve. Reagan there. Alara spikes it to Lexi, who tips it over. They're going to return it. Here goes the return. Oh, Reagan tries to get there. That ties the game back up, unfortunately. 21 all. This is a fight, folks. Neither side getting a commanding lead. Here comes number 6, ready to serve. Maya didn't quite get there. She was kind of leaning back as she took the hit, and so the ball fell in front of her. 22-21. Number 6 to serve again. This time right at Reagan. Reagan gives it to Alara. Alara outside to Olivia, who adjusts in the fly and is able to handle it. All right, Alara pops it up. Reagan pops it up. This is going to be a Carly spike. Carly spikes it. Oh, they're able to handle it, though. Here comes the return right at Reagan. Reagan gives it to Alara. Alara pops it to Olivia again, who adjusts at the last minute. Centers that ball over. Here comes the return. Girls go up for the attempted block. Alara now gives it to Lexi. Unfortunately, that fell in. It's 21-23. We need that ball back now. Timeout, Cajun. All right, this timeout is designed to serve the exact same purpose as the last timeout. Last time Aftershock called the timeout with the goal of disrupting the momentum, telling the girls that they were still in it. You can see they've got a little more energy, a little more swagger as they come back on the court, coming back from that. Cajun doing the exact same, getting the girls ready, trying to get them revved up again so that they can get this ball back right here, right now. There's the serve. Maya pops it up high. Reagan handles it, sends it up so high. Carly's there with the spike. Diving save. They get there. Carly's ready. Alara back to Carly. Oh, Carly tried to adjust her jump right at that last minute. Couldn't quite pull it off. A valiant effort from her. All right, this is set point. Aftershock to serve. There's your serve. Carly handles it. Alara's right there to Olivia. Olivia spikes it and gets it in. 22. The worm going on the sidelines from Cy and Hope as they try to get everybody fired back up. Olivia to serve now. Beautiful serve. 27 handles it. Does not handle it. That's 23 points now. 23 to 25. Timeout. Aftershock. This time they're going for the exact same thing. The momentum is right there. It's going back and forth, folks. The energy in this room is going back and forth. You cannot even feel it on the camera. Each team, point by point, wanting this, fighting for it, believing in it. Aftershock coming on the court saying they can finish this. It's right there. They can taste the victory. Meanwhile, Prolink Cajun saying it's not yours yet. It's not over. We've got you right here. We've got the chance to handle it. Here comes the serve from Olivia. Olivia serves it. 27 struggles and cannot handle it. The game is tied. The game is tied at 24 to 24. Here comes the next service. Olivia with the serve going deep. And that's an ace! It is now 25-24. It is set point for Prolink this time. 25-24. Olivia to serve what is set point. She gets it. It clears. And that's an ace for the win. She gets it. Coming from behind, Prolink takes the first set, 26-24. Oh, that was intense. Oh, folks, that was amazing. We'll be back in just a few minutes, or we will get to see the second of these sets, but absolutely fantastic job. All right, that was insane.
That's her niece, and they went for a 3-mile run together this morning. So she wasn't really cheap. But also, Potato would totally go over.
I don't think he'd last that long.
I literally ran there. Because I was thinking, like, is it ever going to stop because of how bad I had to do?
I can't believe that. It came back from that.
Yeah. Michelle's like, hey, what's the plan with our kids for when we're in Disney? And I was like, I'm leaving my kids to go on devices. She's like, can Lauren be there too? I was like, I'll have to talk to them because sometimes during unless your kid goes off with our mom. And then, for their trip, Layla just went to Disney with Michelle. And she doesn't want Randy going on their trip in August. She wants it just to be a girls' trip. And then Michelle's like, well, I didn't technically plan for it. I was like, no, but you planned to fly him to New York and put him in the hotel. How is that any different?
Can they hear me? Perhaps, Amanda. All right, folks, we are back for set 2. That was an incredible first set. Alara opens us up with a hard ball hit to the outside. They do handle it. Maya to Alara. Alara back to Maya with a hard spike to the corner. All right, they bring it back over, but Carly's there. Alara is there to the outside where Hope pushes it over and gets the kill. That opens this setup with a first point for Prolink. All right, we have Alara, we have Lexi, we have Carly. Carly laughing, enjoying herself. In the front, we have Kate, Hope, Maya. There's the serve. They're gonna send it back over. Oh, double dive. Did they save? No, they did not. Oh, good try by all of the girls on that one. All right, number 14 for Aftershock to serve. There's the serve, right at Hope. Hope handles it. Oh, Alara comes diving in, trying to pop it back up, but can't quite get there in time. Valiant effort, 1-2 now. Lexi. Interestingly, that ball went on the court behind us, and normally that pauses play, and their ref made them play through. All right, 14. Lexi handles it, gives it to Alara. Alara on the outside to Hope, but Hope handles it as well. We have a net touch from Aftershock. Gives Prolink the ball. 3-2 is the score. Hope now to serve for us. Hope's opening serve clears the net, is a problem for them and makes that an ace. And if you could do that every time on purpose, you could crush it. All right, in the front, Carly, Kate, Maya, middle, Lexi, Alara, Hope serving. Hope gets the serve, pushes it over, and that is a second ace in a row. 1, 2, 3, touch that floor. That's an ace. All right, here comes Hope again. There's the service. Oh, unfortunately, the net blocks that one. All right, that's going to give Aftershock the ball. It's currently a tie game at 4-all. There's the serve. Hope's right there to handle it, though. Alara with the save on the outside for Maya to put it over. Great hustle by Alara on that one. Here's the spike. Lexi tries, can't quite get there. Does tip it, and out of bounds that goes. Oriana running for the ball, bring it back to the court. 4-5. There's your service. Lexi there. Alara tips it over. All right, Aftershock ready. Going for the block. Hope. Oh, what a play! What a play by Alara! Pushes it over and they cannot handle it. Oh, that was an incredible effort by the girls. Okay. All right, we have a small rotation. Maya now serving. She's going to be serving right here in front of the camera. There's the serve. Number 1 handles it. They're going to go to their outside hitter. Outside hitter drops it in front of Hope, unfortunately, finding the hole. Hope sprawling with a great attempt to get there. This is a back and forth game once again, 5-6. Aftershock ahead by 1. 11 with a high fly ball that is out. It is incredibly loud here, folks. With over, in this room, there is about 50 concurrent games going on. And in B and C, Expo Halls B and C, there's 75 games going on. Olivia with the serve. They can't handle it. That's an ace. Right now, up front, you have Lexi, Carly, and Alara. And then there to the left, you have Sai with the libero color on. And then Hope, number 18. Olivia continuing to serve here with number 15. Serving right by the camera. There's the service. It's a nice serve. They can't handle it. That's another ace. I believe the score is incorrect. Yeah, the score is 8-6. That is another Prolink point with another 8. Now it's 9-6. They were checking the official score over there. They had it wrong. I was very confused. All right, here we go again. Olivia serving directly in front of the camera. There's her serve. Over, clears the net. They're going the wrong direction with it, but they do float it over. Hope's right there, gives it to Alara, who gives it to Lexi for the spike. Lexi's there, however, 14 is able to save it. There's the counter spike, right to Hope. Hope gives it to Alara. This time Alara goes to the outside with Carly, and Carly gets the kill. Carly with a very powerful, well-aimed shot gets that kill, and we have a timeout Aftershock as they're going to attempt to break the momentum. Right now we have Aftershock with a timeout, trying to make sure he breaks up the momentum. Reaffirms to the girls, talk to each other and listening is what he's telling them based on facial expressions and hand signs. Meanwhile, you see that Prolink's already back on the court. They've got the confidence right now. The momentum has shifted their way. Like most timeouts, though, it will come down to, does Olivia come out with a hit or a miss here? Very strong serve, and she comes out with an ace! That's what you want to see coming out. That keeps the momentum going in favor of Prolink. All right, same team continuing. Next serve from Olivia. She hits it hard. 14 does handle it, sends it all the way over, though. This is going to be a floater. Hope's there. Hope pops it to Alara. Alara pops it to the outside for Carly. Oh, unfortunately, Carly misses the spike. That's going to make it 11-7, and we have a substitution as Oriana comes in for Olivia. So in the back row right now, you have Carly, Sai, Hope, and Oriana. And in the front, you have Lexi and Alara. Lexi right there like that was sent to her. To Alara, to Carly, who pushes it over and finds the hole for the kill. Beautifully played. They got the ball for a second, and we took that right back from them. Carly to serve. All right, so Carly's serving just a bit of left of center. She's looking down the court, waiting for the substitution to finish. Long substitution. The ref up there looking a little bored. It's 12-7 right now, Prolink. So folks, to give you an idea, right now it is among the quietest it has been here all day, and it's 90 decibels. My Apple Watch is freaking out, saying that I need to wear hearing protection right now. Carly waiting. Once again, we're having some trouble on the sidelines. On one hand, I appreciate how much time they spend teaching the girls, making sure the girls know how to play the game, what that looks like, how to score it. They're being active participants. On the other hand, this is a momentum killer. All right, the ref has stepped down. He's coming over to figure out what's going on. Prolink will get together, and they'll get a chance to talk to each other a little bit. Coach Cajun also coming over to hear what's going on, as things have gotten out of order somewhere or out of alignment. Coach Cajun trying to find the line on the ground that he's allowed to cross. Lots of confusion at the score table. Meanwhile, everybody seems to be checking size eye for something in it. All right, did we get that sorted? Looks like we did. All right, as a reminder, Carly is serving. It is 12-7 Prolink. Carly with a beautiful serve, and that's an ace. Well, I'll tell you, that didn't mess with the momentum. Carly was like, you make me wait, I make you pay. Second serve, also an ace. Carly's saying, this is my game. 14-7. Next serve, going deep. Is it in? Oh, just a tad long. All right, that's okay. It's 14-7. We still got this. Number 20 for Aftershock to serve now. In the front row, Lexi and Alara. In the back, Hope, Sai, Oriana, and Carly, who are working together. Carly sends it over. Lexi's there to Alara. We're going for the spike this time. No, we're not. Hope barely gets it back over, but does. Sai's there to Lexi, to Hope again. All right, we're doing a little bit of back and forth volleying here. There's the first spike, but Lexi gets the block. Lexi blocks it and gets the point. All right. Cajun checking for who's in. Maya substitutes for Sai. Lexi to serve. All right. So Maya, Hope, and Alara in the front. Oriana there by herself on the left. Carly in the middle. Lexi serving from the middle. There's your ball. It drops in for an ace. Take that all day long. All day long we'll take that. Lexi's dad smiling and giving her a fist bump. Lexi again, this time going deeper. Bounces it off the girl face and chest all at the same time. They're able to handle it though. Lexi, Alara. Oh, this time 13 on their side gets the block. 16-9. Number 1 to serve. Alara there on the front right. That was Carly that handled it. To Oriana who popped it. To Carly from the back who spikes it. If it's in, no, not in. All right, so Lexi, 26 in front of you. Then Carly, Oriana, and Hope. Maya on the far left. That's Oriana that handled it. Oh, number 11 just shoved that down in front of Alara, knocking her to the ground as well. That was a borderline push in my opinion, but hey, I'm not the ref. There's the serve. Carly ready for it, sends it right back over. This time Lexi's ready for 11's return. Alara outside Hope. Hope sends it to the back row. There we go. Hard spike, and that's going to be way out, folks. That's fantastic. All right, what do we got going on here? 23, Oriana is substituted out for Kate. 24, Alara serves. There's the serve. She's going to the far outside. Oh, they barely handled that. Carly pops it. Alara's there for it. Kate's going for the spike. Kate goes cross court, and they cannot handle it. This is the most animated we've seen Coach Cajun all weekend, as even he's starting to get into the energy, as Prolink takes an 18-11 lead with some great plays. There's the serve, excuse me. They're going to their outside hitter. Outside hitter pushes it. Lots of diving. Maya jumped trying to get the block. Both Hope and Alara diving in to try to stop the ball from finding the ground. This match is not over yet, though, folks. 18-12, Aftershock having a substitution, getting ready to serve. Their front three blocking the server effectively. Hope's right there, though, sends it over, and they cannot handle it. Hope right there gets the save and the point. Hope now serving. Oh, she hit that pretty low. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but she jumped higher, but ended up having to hit the ball almost at her shoulders. And that's what ended up happening there. 19-13. There's your service. Carly handles it easily. To Alara, who sets it back to Carly. Carly with the spike. And they cannot handle it, giving her a kill. 20-13. While this is 1 point at a time, we can handle that. All right, that's a timeout Aftershock. Whoa, this one's an intense one, folks. Even with us still ahead, I got to tell you, my heart rate is elevated as both teams playing incredibly well, but Prolink just putting a little bit extra on it, a little bit extra on the court, making the difference. All right, both teams coming back about the same time. Maya serving from the back row here. Then it's Hope, Alara. And then your front from left to right is Lexi, Carly, Kate. Serve. There's your serve. Oh, unfortunately, the timeout did its job. That was a momentum breaker timeout. And it did break the momentum, but that's all right. Sai and Maya substitute out. We're ready to receive service from number 11. There's your serve. Hope there. Gives it to Alara. Alara gives it to Lexi. Lexi spikes it. Alara again after the ball came back over the net to Hope on the outside to Kate, who sends it over. This one's going to be a spike. Sai, Hope. Can Carly send it over with three? Yes, she can. Oh, unfortunately, it was outside the pole. But valiant effort by Carly on that one. 20-15. All right, there's the service. Hope to Alara. Alara to the outside. Carly, who backs up, is able to adjust, though. Handles it with a hard hit and gets the kill. Fantastic job from a flat-footed position. Carly was there. All right, Kate and Olivia substituting. That means Olivia's going to be serving. So to explain what happened 2 balls ago, you cannot send the ball over the net on the outside of the poles you have on each side of the net. Carly, when she returned it, did. All right, that was Olivia's. Now it's going to be Olivia's again to go for this one. And that's in! Catches the back of the court. That gives her a kill. We got a bunch of very happy girls right now. 22-15. Olivia serves again, this time cross court to 12. They're going to return it. There's the hard spike. Hope with the dive. Can't quite get there, but valiant effort, valiant attempt. All right, around right now. Oriana comes in for Olivia. So your back row is Carly, Sai, Hope, Oriana. Up front, you have Lexi and then Alara. Number 6 serve. Oh, no. 2 balls on the court. Timeout. Ball interference. All right, let's try that again here in just a moment. Just got to get the line judge back in. All right, here we go. There's the serve. Hope dives, can't get there. Fortunately, that's an ace for the other side. (22-17). Number 6 serves. Carly handles it. To Alara. Alara back to Carly. Oh, Carly unfortunately hits it right into the net. That was a good spike if she'd have had another just probably 3 or 4 inches on that one. All right, 22-18. I'll bet Cajun calls the timeout if they get another point here, which they will not, because how high is that net? Too high. That's going to give Carly a chance to serve. Carly picks the middle for this one. 23-18, 2 points away from a match win. There's the serve. And that's an ace! We are 1 point away from a match victory here at Georgia World Congress Center in Atlanta, Georgia. Advancing the team into what I believe will be the semifinals. Carly decides to move herself to the far outside. Is she going to run the line or go cross court? There's your serve. Dead center. They do handle it. Size there to Alara. Alara's going to give Lexi a chance. Oh, unfortunately, it goes a little deep. It's not over yet. Now, it's 24-19. Aftershock performing a substitution. But remember, they have to be perfect from here on out. One mistake is 1 point and a match win. There's the serve. Hope's there. Hope to Lexi. Lexi gives it back to Hope, who sends it over. Looks like Aftershock's going to return it. They do. And they cannot get over the net. That's the match. That's the match. Prolink wins 25-19. Very exciting game, folks, and we'll be back in a little bit with the next one.